Kasa काय Pune? Amazing. So, thank you so much for having me here. And I want, since everybody's recording, but I want every one of you to get into an imagination, okay? So you imagine that you are scrolling videos on your phone and you saw someone of your age making millions, driving that exotic car. And you feel like, is that really even possible? Ever? Have you thought of like this? Have you seen videos like this? So, I was kind of a same guy who used to think like this, but unfortunately, don't have enough support, enough access to knowledge, and all those things, the usual thing which we don't get initially. But the only thing which I had was the stubborn attitude that I know if somehow I can learn this trading and understand how money flows, I know I could change my life. So my name is Harshit Patel. I am a trader and investor. I trade financial markets and instruments like Nifty 50, cryptocurrencies, and commodities. Apart from that, I also teach and create short content around it. And I help people to understand about what is technical analysis, what is trading psychology, and all these trading things. So today, I want to give you the very good information about trading, finance, and how you can actually get onto your dreams and build good wealth. But before getting into that, I actually want to talk something bigger than that. So are you guys excited to hear that? Pune, can't hear? Perfect. So, I grew up in Kanpur. When I was in 9th class, I basically used to study in ICSE board school. So when I was in 9th class, I got to know that my father had some health issues, and I had to then switch from my ICSE board to a UP board. Now, for some of you, it will be like, fine, it's just, you're just switching the board, it's fine, your studies are going on. But for me, actually, at that point of time, it was a completely shift of the world. You know why? Because all of my friends who used to come to me, they used to talk like about their, how was the class, swimming class that went last week, their next cricket tournament, their next field trip, and I was actually thinking at this moment how I can support my family. So that was kind of a thing which went around. Now, again, I was like, fine, things go bad. Everybody feel, sometimes they have phases, sometimes life is very good, sometimes life hits you hard, but it's fine, I'll do it. Then it was college, and that was a time when the Bitcoin thing came, and there was this new crypto exchange launched, and we basically were doing preparations, studying a lot about cryptocurrencies and everything, and we thought right now it's very good time to invest in Bitcoin, and we should get into it. We invested around, I believe, all of the money which we had, and that time I believe the BTC was around 90,000 or something like that, and it went up. And we were like, from here to here, wow, we made some money, and that's amazing. And you know what? After we made money there, what we decided, that was a very good move actually, we came up with another cryptocurrency. And what we thought is, right now it's 1 rupee. Imagine if you'll go to 90,000. If you buy right now, I'll be a millionaire probably in next 3-4 years. And you know what happened? We put all of the money in that cryptocurrency. And guess what? In 3-4 days, it was all gone. It was all gone. All of my dreams, which I thought I'll be doing this and that and buying that, I'll be getting a good bike and good house, everything shattered. Big setback for me. Then I started my job phase. I applied in schools and eventually landed in a position of sports and performing arts coordinator. So it was totally different from trading. Now you imagine yourself, I'm sure you might have got into a situation somewhere or, that you are actually doing something, but you were meant to do something. Your heart was on the other side. Now, somehow we managed, and then again things started building up. Now, if you see in all this scenario which had happened with me, there's one very important thing. And after that, we'll land to finance, by the way. So, every time when life actually hit me hard, every time a setback, a big stop loss, a capital wiped out, there was this one thing which I really want you to understand. It's the power of choices. When I had setbacks, there was two things which I can do. One, either I can cry about it, fine, I lost money, and just scream for help, or I can do something. So it's that choice what matters. Now, moving on to that, things went on, off. Then we all saw that COVID spikes, the crashes, and this rise. That was quite good. Now, when this whole thing was going on, in 2022, December, I thought that let's give it a try to this Instagram thing, or try to create some videos for the people, so that whatever information which I have at the moment, I can actually share with people. And you know what? The first video which I posted, it got 700 views. And I was like, wow, 700 views. And then from there, I kept on making those videos while there were some people who said, "Ki, this is not going to work because you are trying to actually teach people, and it's not a teaching platform." But you know what happened? In 1 year, it was more than 1 million. So if you see, every time, once you have this situation around you where people are saying to you that it's not possible, it will not happen, try to change your perception, then again it comes to one thing, that's choice. Whether you want to shift it or you want to keep going on to that. Got it? Now, through whole of my journey, from cryptocurrencies to trading options to futures, making money, losing money, having podcasts and collaborations with some of the big people, national traders, international traders, I've learned one financial hack. I've understood that thing. And if you actually apply, as of now, a good amount of wealth can be accumulated. And another thing, that secret actually can help you to beat 90% of the traders. Do you want to learn about that? You want to beat 90% of the traders? Of course, yes, right? So now I'll tell you. Direct, point to point. So what you do is, there's this thing called SIP. We all have heard about it, right? Now, there's 3 steps. Number 1, let's say you take 5,000 rupees per month. Just, let's say, no matter, it can be less, it can be more, but let's say you take 5,000 rupees per month. And you decide that I will invest just 5,000 rupees, nothing more, nothing less, just 5,000 rupees, in 3 asset classes. Now, disclaimer, I'm not a SEBI-registered guy, so you have to do your own research. Investments are subject to market risk. You must have heard that quote, right? Anyways, so you have to actually, there are 3 asset classes. Now, all this information which I'm sharing you at the moment has come up with a lot of experience talking to national, international, all kind of traders and investors. So there are 3 asset classes when it comes to, building wealth in longer run. There's this thing called ETF, which is called Exchange traded fund. So you know what? If you decide that I will put just 5,000 rupees in 3 of the ETFs, that's step number 2 actually, step number 2, 3 of these ETFs. So one is the gold, second one is the silver ETF, and third one is the Nifty 50 ETFs. So if you decide that I am going to put just 5,000 rupees, 33%, 33%, 33%, which sums up to about 1,700 rupees approximately to each of the asset class. And you keep on doing it, not for another 100 years, no, just 15 years. So what I'm assuming is, let's say you are at 22 at the moment, or 20 at the moment, or 25, let's say. And for 15 years, you decided that I'll put this 5,000 rupees, and just one thing, just step up by 5%. I'm not asking for your lives, no, just 5%. If you'll actually calculate now on those minor things, sometimes I went to Starbucks, had a coffee, gave that 5% extra. So I just want to compromise, I just want you to little bit compromise, not that much, because life is just once. You have to enjoy all those things. But if I can tell you that by doing this, just 5,000 rupees, step up by 5%, 3 asset classes. So step 1, I'll summarize again. Step 1, 5,000 rupees per month, stepping up by 5%. Step 2, 3 asset classes, silver ETF, gold ETF, and Nifty 50 ETF. Now, you know what's the third step or third thing? It's the hardest, which is the discipline of doing it again, again, and again, and again. If you just do it for 15 years, you know what will happen? You will have around 1.72 crores.
Ask the smartest of questions to the finance wizard we have on the stage. So anyone you have any question, just raise your hand and our team will reach out to you with a mic. Okay, we have a gentleman over there. He wants to ask a question and would request our team to please reach out to him with a mic. Let's test your lungs out. खड़े हो जाइए और जितने जोर से बोल सकते हैं बोलिए. Okay, मैं तो आपको बुलाया था, but anyways, the first movers, आप उठ गए हैं, बोल ही रहे हैं, तो please continue.
Hello, hello, yeah. So when you actually break down the psychology part now, there are 3 things. First is FOMO, second is greed, and third is fear, right? So why you get fear is when your loss is beyond your limits. Let's say if you have a capital of 1 lakh and you planned 1,000 rupees, you'll be sitting like this. Fine, it's just 1,000. It's okay, I'll have it. If I tell you to plan a stop loss of 50,000, you're like, oh my God, whether I should close the image or not. This happens, right? So for fear, control your risk. Then we have greed. So to control, everybody wants to make a lot of money. But you have to understand this, that there is a certain amount of limit, right, in which you can make money. It's not like, if it, there's this, I remember there's this podcast where I asked a trader who trades with, as of now, $20 million capital and have a funds of 200 million going on. So I asked him, what are the chances that if a person starts with, let's say, 1 lakh rupees and he can make $1 million? He said, out of 10,000, just 1. So that's a limit already set that the market can give you in certain returns. So if you, let's say, have achieved 1:3 or 4, it's fine. And then last part, the FOMO. FOMO you can control with this, having this perception that everything, what's happening today, used to happen 10 years back, 20 years back, and even when I'll not be in the earth, right, in let's say next 50, 60, 70 years, the things will again moving. So if you see the things is continuously moving, you have lots of opportunities, then why to do a FOMO? Why to have a fear of missing out? Because it's going to come again, got it? And with that 3 things, you will fix your psychology forever, got it? Perfect. I hope it helps.
One last question.
Perfect.
And we have that from a gentleman over here.
So, मेरा question था कि about money management, and second question is about how should a beginner start investing safely?
How should a beginner start in?
Investing safely.
Investing safely. So if safely as in ki you want ki nahi, I have to make sure that I'm making money, right? So you invest in gold, silver, and Nifty. That's it. You will definitely make money with that. Correct?
And about
And also don't have the vision of this 1 year only. You have to increase your vision to 5, 6, 8, 10 years. You are going to win.
about money management, matlab,
Money management as in what? As in trading or as in investing?
both ways.
So what happens? Though we have certain criteria that you should invest 30% of your income and all these things, right? But at your age, I will say invest as much as you can. Rigorously, go rigorous investing. Let's say if you want to have something, let's say new iPhone 17 is launched. Everybody wants to buy, right? You will try hard as possible to get that iPhone, right? But if he'll tell you, try to get that same amount of gold, you will not try that hard. So as of now, for the best advice we use is go as hard as you can. Don't think about money management. As much as you can, okay? You will thankful yourself. Perfect.
Well said that. Actually, we were about to close in 2 questions, but these 2 guys who are sitting here over there,
Yeah.
I just had a conversation with them in the morning, and they said they are here for you specifically. So would
Hi,
love to
sir.
have one question from him.
Yeah.
Hi,
yeah.
sir.
Hi.
मतलब being your student from the last 1.5 years, ऐसा कुछ बचा नहीं है जो नहीं सीखा है आपसे.
Thank you.
But I still want to ask you a question, one advice. कि, like my age is 70 now, you know it. So what is that one advice you would like to give to a person who is in such a age that can change his life? मतलब if you had to mix all your experience till now, what is that one advice you will give to youngsters of my age? Because sometimes people come to me and ask such doubts कि हमें स्टार्ट कैसे करना है, किस चीज से स्टार्ट करना है, हमें ये करना है, वो करना है, बट स्टार्ट कैसे करना है? तो व्हाट इज योर आंसर टू सच क्वेश्चंस?
Okay. So see, if you will if you'll ask me about the whole thing, whole experience. So I believe if you really want to become a trader, you have decided that I want to become a trader. No matter what happens, I have to do this only, right? Then you should first start with the basic things of technicals and everything. If you see the whole, if you let's say have the idea that there are so many options, so first thing I believe a person should do is explore. He should be having that, okay, I have this option also, this option also, this option also, and how scalable are they? We underestimate planning a lot. We just want to start today, right? We're so hyperactive. We underestimate planning a lot. So what you do is, you plan things first, and then once you find that idea, give your life. That's it.
Okay, sir.
All right?
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Harshit, for joining us.
Thank you so
much. It was indeed a very, very
Thank you so
insightful
much.
for everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Pleasure to have you here. Come on, everyone, put your hands together for Mr. Harshit.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks a lot. I guess that guy want to...
And with that, we'll be moving to the next segment. All good. So let's have the curtain down. And we'll be moving forward to the next segment now. I hope you all have our
whole journey of this 11, 12 years, from being no one to kind of becoming someone whom people can connect with, whom people can learn with. Through this whole journey, I found that one factor. Like as of now, if I want to teach someone that if you focus on this factor, this can change your whole destiny, not just your financials. Not just your, you have some money, you are good in trading. No, the whole destiny. You know what drives your destiny? It's called the PENUM Factor. Now, if you memorize this PENUM Factor every time, whatever you are doing in life, have this thing, ki I have to keep this PENUM thing check. Now, what's that PENUM? I'll tell you. All of your good habits, all of your bad habits come from that P letter. Know what's that P? It's for parents. You know that sometimes this thing is good, this thing is bad, but you are heavily influenced by the habit of your parents. And that actually decides your destiny. If, imagine, let's say if I am doing good and my son sees the same, probability is very high that all of the things which I'm doing, I'm going to pass on him. Do you agree on this? Does it make a change? Fine. Now let's get to the second word, which stands for E. You know what's E? It's the environment. I used to live in Kanpur. I shifted to Noida. Why? It's the environment. I have more people. I have better environment. And that environment actually pushes me to work even harder. So do you agree on this, that your environment actually plays a vital... Now, let's go to the third word, which is called the nation. Simple process. Nation grows, you grow. That's simple. Or you grow, nation grow. Got it? Now, the last second word is the A. And by the way, last is the most important, because you guys are heavily exposed to the last one. Now, the second important thing is the association. See me. As of now, I am currently associated with lots of very, very good people. In fact, one people who trades $1 billion stock volumes. $1 billion stock volumes. And I know him. I'm connected to him. So that association actually makes a big, big change. Now, you might have heard this quote that show me your friends and I'll show you your future. You have heard this thing or not? So it's actually not just the friends thing. It's whom you are actually associated with. That association actually brings the change. And now, we have the last one. It's the media, the social media. The type of content that you are consuming. Trust me, you mark my words. The type of content, the type of media you consume, you are going to be exactly like that person. Now, I'll tell you how. Back in days, 2016, 2017, though I was doing jobs and all, I really used to watch lots and lots of content in YouTube. And you know what it's all about? It was all about how I can grow, how I can become a better trader. So that PENUM thing is actually going to drive your destiny. Now again, in the end, it all depends on your choice. Whether you want to improve it, whether you want to work on this PENUM thing or not. With that said, that was it. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. That was it. Thank you.